Hey guys, good morning. It is May 29th, 2022. And today we're in chapter 31, verse 49 through 31, verse 55. I'm sorry about my voice. I actually went to a track meet the other night and I was yelling really loud, so my throat is still a little scratchy. I'm not sick, but my throat is scratchy. So I apologize for my voice. But I wanted to continue doing this because I've done it every day. And so bear with me. I'm going to start reading in 49. But it was also called Mizpeth, which means watchtower. For Laban said, "May the Lord keep watch between us to make sure that we keep this covenant when we are out of each other's sight. If you mistreat my daughters, or if you marry other wives, God will see it, even if no one else does. He is a witness to this covenant between us. See this pile of stones," Laban continued, "and see this monument I have set between us. They stand between us as a witness to our vows. I will never pass the pile of stone to harm you, and you must never pass these stones or this monument to harm me. I call on the God of our ancestors, the God of your grandfather Abraham, and the God of my grandfather Nahar, to serve as a judge between us." So Jacob took an oath before the fearsome God of his father Isaac, to request the boundary line. Then Jacob offered a sacrifice to God there on the monument and invited everyone to a covenant feast. After they had eaten, they spent the night on the mountain. Laban got up early the next morning. He kissed his grandchildren and his daughters and blessed them. And then he left and returned home. There is a lot here. A lot. And sometimes we can skip over things. Now, I want you to remember that Laban was talking about idols that someone had stolen from his house. But here he says that his father, Nahar, who is Abraham's brother, I believe, worshipped God. So he's calling upon God who Abraham and Nahar, his brother, worshipped. And he's also calling upon the God that Isaac worshipped. And Jacob did the same thing. Now they're saying that this monument is a watchtower. And they're calling God and saying, "God, hold us accountable. Hold us accountable that Laban will not harm Jacob and Jacob will not harm Laban." And in this moment in time, now remember, these are real people. And I keep reminding you of that because sometimes we forget. Sometimes we think, oh, well, they weren't real people, but they are. So Laban knows that Jacob is kind of tricky. So he makes him realize that God can see everything he does, whether someone else sees it or not. And that's a warning and a promise to us. And I say a warning and a promise because it's a warning. Whatever we're secretly hiding from others, we are not hiding from God. We cannot hide from God anything. But he also sees what we go through. So not only is he seeing what we're secretly doing that we don't want others to know about, but he's also seeing what we are going through at the moment. So that should be comforting to us. That we have a God who can see us, hear us, and know what we're feeling. And a God who comforts us. We also have a God who can hold us accountable. Who can say, "Hey, And through the Holy Spirit, he gives us that accountability. I talk about real life situations with myself all the time because I want you to realize that I am not perfect. I have an issue with judging. And I never realized this until a couple days ago, where I secretly am judging people. I'm saying I'm not, but I secretly am judging people. And that judgment that I have on some people can hurt the relationship that I might have with them because I may not approach them. I feel justified by the things that I judge. And I bet other people feel justified in judging the things that I feel are worth doing. So it's hard. It's hard to see that moment where God's gonna say, I can see you. I can see you, Stacy. I see you judging. I see you, secretly saying, well, those people are wrong and I'm right. And it's hard. It's hard to put that into perspective. But Laban and Jacob are saying, watch over me. Make sure, Lord, that you hold us accountable. And then we come to the feast. Every big thing in the Bible has food around it. And that may be hard for some people because food is comfort, but it's also an addiction sometimes. We eat and we eat and we eat. And that's hard, but we see here that food is kind of a way of fellowship. It's a way to get people to come around a table and talk. And that's what they're doing here. They're saying, we've done this. We've made this vow. Now let's celebrate. Jacob also is a sacrifice to God to say, okay, Lord, I am sacrificing this to you. And we see that. We see that in the Old Testament over and over again. And we see it in the beginning of the New Testament, that making a sacrifice is kind of a way of giving God your sin and also saying, Lord, watch over this. So they name the pile of stones, the monument, two separate things. The witness pile and the watchtower. So where is your watchtower? Where are you saying, okay, Lord, hold me accountable for what I am doing? And where is it that you're trying to secretly hide something from God? I know I do. I think we all do. If we're being truly honest with each other and truly honest with ourselves. But we can't. God knows all. So God sees all. And even though he knows it, he wants us to bring it to him. He wants us to admit it and say, Lord, help me with this. And where is it that gives you comfort that God sees everything that happens? Where is that in your life? I hope today you have a wonderful day, and I hope today you see Jesus all around you, and I hope that you see God's promise all around you. And have a great day. Bye.